North Carolina's Biltmore Estate will soon reopen after being forced to close when floodwaters pushed by Hurricane Helene devastated the area. The popular tourist destination announced over the weekend that they plan to open and celebrate the joy of the holiday season on November 2nd. For more than 125 years, Biltmore has been a witness to the resilience of this community, the Asheville-based estate posted in a statement. The compassion and resolve of our region have been rising every day from beneath the weight of this storm. Here are a few things to know. Why did Biltmore close? On September 27th, the remnants of Hurricane Helene destroyed large swaths of the southeast as flooding overwhelmed communities, swiped out roads, and knocked out power for thousands. North Carolina's largest mountain city was left largely isolated, as many of the main routes into Asheville were washed away or blocked by mudslides. Officials have warned that rebuilding after Helene will be lengthy and difficult. Helene first roared ashore in northern Florida on September 26 as a Category 4 hurricane and quickly moved through Georgia, the Carolinas, and Tennessee. The storm upended life throughout the southeast, where to date, nearly 250 deaths have been reported in Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. Western North Carolina was hit especially hard because that's where the remnants of Helene encountered the higher elevations and cooler air of the Appalachian Mountains, causing even more rain to fall. Asheville and many surrounding mountain towns were built in valleys, leaving them especially vulnerable to devastating rain and flooding. It was the deadliest hurricane to hit the U.S. mainland since Katrina in 2005. What damage did Biltmore experience? According to the Biltmore Estate, the 8,000-acre property was impacted very little by Hurricane Helene. Along with the Biltmore house, the estate includes a conservatory, winery, gardens, and overnight properties, which received varying degrees of minimal or no damage. Instead, some of the property's more low-lying areas were the most impacted by the storm. Notably, the entrance to the Biltmore Estate experienced flooding and is currently undergoing extensive repairs. The estate's website says the recovery effort will result in the removal of weakened poplar trees that lined the entrance gate. Why is the Biltmore a tourist destination? The Biltmore Estate was completed in 1895 during the nation's Gilded Age. It was anchored by a 250-room French chateau built at the direction of George Vanderbilt and is the largest privately owned home in the United States. Biltmore draws about 1.4 million visitors on average in a year and employs nearly 2,500 employees, all of whom were accounted for after the storm, according to the estate's website. The estate is one of the largest employers in the Asheville area. And that wraps up our coverage. Remember, the news never stops, and neither do we. Stay tuned to HBF News for continuous updates. Take care.